Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of our F1 2013 career mode, coming off of a up and down stretch of races. But we were at the Nürburgring in the last episode where we had an alright Grand Prix, a pretty wild one where Lewis Hamilton, now 157 points, back atop of the standings over myself. Sebastian Vettel had his issues. We saw a lot of issues in that race for drivers, but today I think we're going to calm things down in Hungary, a track that I have found a love for in recent years. So I think we're going to be a threat here today, and hopefully that starts with a good qualifying effort. All right, here we go for qualifying now here in Hungary. Like I said, I found a new love for this track. I never was a fan here. The races here really aren't that great, let's be honest. Not a huge fan of watching Grand Prix, but when it comes to driving this circuit, I really do enjoy. I'm going to make sure to get those brakes put down to the rear here as we head down towards the left-hander, just trying to avoid mistakes. We've made a lot of mistakes lately in some of these qualifying efforts. It's been really big setbacks. I mean, Nürburgring was a huge setback as well. It's a pretty quick lap around this circuit, so just trying to stick with Alonso now, who's currently on pole position now. But I mean, let's be real, we haven't been great in qualifying in general. We've had a few standout moments, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a potential standout moment. Through the chicane, really aggressive right there on the curbs. Maybe not aggressive enough. Vettel was able to stretch out the gap a little bit, but we're kind of making it up, and then at the same time, not a whole lot. But let's see, now we're already coming up towards this final sector. We'll go through the right-hander, really aggressive right there on the downshifts. We are still within striking distance here. I'm going to get aggressive into the braking zone, see what we can do. A little wide as we head down towards the hairpin, really lunge it in there. I'm saying I want pole for the first time in this series, but I don't think it's going to happen. As we head down into the final sweeping right-hander, it's not going to quite be enough for pole position. I'm going to say that's got to be a P3, P4. We cross the stripe. Hamilton gets it at the line. Wow. Look how close it is. That was a very thrilling qualifying effort, qualifying lap. Less than half a tenth of a second separate the top three. We're about 2.5 tenths behind in fourth place. That is our best qualifying effort ever since the 2012 to now. Let's see what we can do off the grid. All right, here we go. I'm not sure what to expect on the start of this Grand Prix. I'm hoping we're in a great position to avoid chaos. We were almost a part of some chaos at the start of Nürburgring in the last episode, but nonetheless, we're racing here from the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's a great launch for Sebastian Vettel. He's going to go 3 wide through the middle. It's not a great launch for myself. We're engulfed in traffic to 3 wide for the lead. Is that Alonso? We're 4 wide. Everybody's under a blanket. We might be 5 wide. I'm pretty sure I just saw 5 wide. Hamilton loses a ton of ground. Unbelievable scenes into the first turn. I am pretty confident I saw 5 wide very briefly heading into that first corner. Hamilton goes from first to third. We go from fourth to, well, fourth. So nothing's changed there. Massa's stomping on the brake pedal, doing Felipe Massa kind of things right now. I think he's got better things to do, like going after that 2008 title that he seems so obsessed with as of late. Now, as we continue to settle in, Mercedes here down in third and fourth position as Fernando Alonso up into the first position. I thought Vettel was going to go to P1, but nope, not quite enough. But I really do think we are in perfect position to get win number 3 of our second sophomore season. After 2012, of course, we never did pick up a win in that season, but I really like our chances here today now as we are closing in on already on the back of Hamilton for this 18-lap shootout here now as we're nearly into the back of them. A good launch off the final turn, using a bit extra of that curve deployment. We'll look up the inside of our teammate of Hamilton. There you see the sparks flying out of the Red Bull, just bottoming out there across the pavement. But there we go, pass completed on Lewis, and there we go, up into third position. If I remember correctly, this was the race in F1 2012 where I put the fuel to Rich, and then I actually forgot to lower it before it was too late, and I actually ran out of fuel coming to the final lap of the Grand Prix, and we decided to ride around. And Vettel, we saw it at the end of that first lap there. I was pretty cautious right there, not really trying to force the issue. Hamilton's right to me. I should have forced it, but Vettel definitely in that Red Bull seems to be lacking some top-end speed, because at the end of lap 1 there, Hamilton was really closing in on him along with myself, and we saw it again there. So that front straightaway is going to be a very good passing opportunity. Look at this again. Vettel is definitely struggling. Not going to go for a move here on lap 3. Definitely too early to be too aggressive. But yeah, there is definitely a top speed issue right now for Red Bull. I reckon that we should be able to get Seb right here. Gonna use that current deployment. We'll get that DRS up, but it's not even gonna be a contest. There is no speed coming from Sebastian Vettel here today. Thank you very much, Seb. I hate to do it to you, but up into second place we go. Fernando Alonso next up in line. Hamilton's already on the back of Seb as well. We also get the DRS for this little short shoot here down towards the left-hander. We can set our focus in on the Spaniard that's out in front trying to keep his title hopes alive. Of course, the season's so much shorter at this point in Formula 1, what, like 19 races or so? So already like halfway through this season, running out of time pretty quickly here, but we find ourselves in this championship battle. I'm not quite sure yet where we're going to go for F1 2014. I haven't really decided if we're going to stick with Mercedes, because Mercedes was so dominant in that season that I'm like, do I really want to be on the car that's just going to manhandle everything? I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. But you guys let me know down below if you're watching at this point. Should we stick with Mercedes for 2014, or should we continue to maybe move on, have a little story where we go somewhere else? Let's pay attention here behind us. Let's see if Hamilton is able to get up to Sebastian and get past him. It's looking like, no, he's going to get to him, but he's not going to pass him. A bit surprised by that, to be honest. Now, Hamilton's going to have DRS right here, but he's still too far back, so honestly thought that Lewis was going to get him. We are running down the Ferrari. Oh, that's not how you run down the Ferrari there. About half a second between himself and I. I'm not even giving it 100% right now, you know, because we've got Fernando kind of where we want him, literally right in front of us. Tire wear isn't too bad so far. We don't come into the pits till lap 8, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal here today with tire wear. Of course, in Nürburgring, it kind of showed up in the first run, but didn't really become a threat in the second run. Nonetheless, here we go. To the right side, we'll take the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. The quest for win number 3 on the season, and to retake the championship lead over Lewis Hamilton is very much so back on. And there we go, through into first place. You know, I said tire wear wasn't going to be an issue, but the alert just came up to kind of give us a bit of a warning that the tires are wearing quite a bit. And once the tires get to a certain point, they get to kind of like a crossover point where they become really just undrivable, and the car just starts to slip around, and I'm slipping a little bit right there through the chicane. So I'm hoping it doesn't become too much of an issue, because if it does, I start to lose an incredible amount of pace. So maybe win number 3 is not going to be as easy as I thought, but I think we'll find out within another lap or two. Man, we are starting to struggle here. Look at those tires. That's like the 3rd time in the last lap that has come up, and the gap has stabilized. We're not pulling away anymore. Now, one of the positives here from Hungary is the way this track's set up. There's only a few select corners where really worn tires make a difference, you know. Spain, it was like every single corner, but right now it's kind of the first couple corners and then the last few. But I am hanging on now, so we got to pit at the end of this lap. And yeah, I almost feel like the right rear's got a puncture. That's how bad it's starting to slip and slide, and you can see the gap, the difference. Yes, I'm definitely losing too much grip. You are an absolute genius, Mr. Race Engineer. Oh my goodness, we are all over the place. We just got to make it around this corner right here, and of course we will be able to get into the box. But oh yeah, okay, all right. Hi, Fernando. Oh, this is awkward. Let me just get out of the way. I don't want like an illegal blocking. Now I'm hoping that there's no one coming here. There's a car. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am stupid. I have thrown everything away. I am just terrible. This thing doesn't want to turn. Oh my God, we have thrown so hard here today. Can I come in before I serve my penalty? I hope so. We were so close. Don't mind me. Oh, he's coming in high. You say, oh my God, watch out. Oh, Jesus. Do we have a puncture? I don't know. The car is just, it went through the corner and it just spun around. Oh, that is so frustrating. I really hope that we can actually pit and we don't have to do the drive-through here, because if we have to do the drive-through here, that is going to be oh, dear God. Our race is over. We were looking at a guaranteed win, and now I got a damaged front wing and my rear tires. Oh, Jesus. This is not good. This is not good. We got to try and stay in it, because you never know. Points are possible still. We have seen crazy things happen, but we have got to limp it around this whole lap. Oh, dear Jesus. This is going to get really difficult very quickly. Hamilton, Hamilton's got a tire puncture as well. It's getting worse. It's a downfall for Mercedes. I'm hanging on for my life. Hamilton's off. Hamilton's going to be out of the race. That's going to be the second Grand Prix where Hamilton's had a tire puncture that takes him out, and I am just hanging on for my life. I think I'm about to have a tire puncture, but Hamilton's out of the Grand Prix. I've seen his yellow dot disappear, and I am just bringing it around because now that Hamilton's out as well, I am trying to not be that guy that's just in the way. But you never know. Points are always a possibility. Oh, dear God. Oh, my goodness. Just go take the position. I'm coming into the pits. Oh, dear God. Hungary has not treated us well in this F1 2012 to 2013 campaign. We're going to make it to the pits, but new wings got to go on the car. Hamilton's out. Mercedes has gone from 2 cars in the top 4 to 2 cars out of the points in a matter of a lap and a half. And we're going to come back on the track, the last one running. I see a lot of car positions available with 9 laps remaining, but it doesn't look like points to me. I can't believe this downfall of this Grand Prix. I mean, unbelievable. We got some work to do. It's a shame that safety cars are basically non-existent. And I could have saved myself big time if I just didn't pull into the McLaren. I think it was Button. And obviously that is what put us in an even worse position. We could have absolutely still gotten points, and then of course Hamilton having his issues. Unbelievable what has happened here in these last couple laps. We have already run down Max Chilton. I'm just going to send it. Try to go around the outside. He's going to say, no, I'm going to switch back. Go to the right, up the inside, into the chicane. Not going to be quite clean. You know what? We avoided contact. Got through there, both of us. Pretty clean, actually. I would say that was pretty well done. We are absolutely flying right now, as it's going to be obviously nearly impossible to get points here. But I'm not going to give up. We're going to keep sending it. A huge send up the inside. We just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well. We'll take it. Thank you very much. That was a mega send. One thing I learned there is we need to save a little bit of battery for the exit of that final turn next time around. But someone just came out of the pits. It looks like maybe Daniel Ricciardo. But P17, I'm just trying to look at the track map right now and the situation that's presented to us. I see 3 cars right there in front of us. So 16th, 15th, 14th. And then I look, it's way up the road there for points, but you never know. With the pace that we are currently setting, never say never. Currently I'm saying never, but you never know. Let's see what happens. I hope Ricardo's ready for a Ricardo-style send here into turn 1. Not even going to think twice about it. Up the inside, we're going to get a 2-for-1 special as well. We got past both of them, and now we try to chase down Jules Bianchi here, as I'm going to just get very impatient. I'm just going to try and send it around the outside, stick my nose over there. Not going to quite happen, but we're going to get him right here up the elevation. Oh, a little bit of contact on his rear wheel, but we're going to be fine. No penalty there needed, thankfully, as we continue on. So we continue to absolutely... That was a terrible corner. Everybody, please just ignore what I just did. That was so bad. But now, 12 seconds to the group of cars up ahead. Can that even be possible to make up? We're going to find out. All right, to the line, it's 4 to go. We've cut the gap to 6 seconds, another fastest lap. We are absolutely flying in these closing laps, and if we can get to Di Resta, that means points are very much still on the table. So this is a very legitimate possibility here. I'm not even going to look at the tires. I don't want to know how worn they are. We're just going to continue to absolutely send it here in these closing 4 laps. Out of the final turn, and there they are. Di Resta's right up there. We have made huge gains. I'm going to put it to Rich now, so we're going to have a little bit extra power to go along with that. They're going to fight up there as well, even better. We are absolutely going to have a slim chance here with 3 laps to go to get some points. I have run Paul Di Resta down. Do I do it? I do it. Oh my goodness, what a send up the inside. That was incredible right there. And now we got Jean-Eric Verne just in front of us here as well, and we should be able to get him pretty easily. Here we go, right here. Held up for a little bit, but up the inside we go. It's going to be 2 laps to go in the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're up to 12th place. I just briefly saw the back of P11 in front of us, so it's going to be hard to get there, but I am not going to give up whatsoever to go get Gutierrez and whoever's in front of him. It looks like we could even get to P9. Well, after hyper-focusing for the majority of this penultimate lap, we round the final corner, white flag in the air, and the Hungarian Grand Prix points are right there. What a comeback drive if we can pull this off here. Now using a bunch of this curve deployment right to about half here, down towards turn number 1. And, oh, they are going at it in front of us. Things you'll love to see. Hello, Mr. Gutierrez. Max, or I'm thinking of the NASCAR Gutierrez, Max Gutierrez, Esteban Gutierrez. We're going to send it. I don't care what happens here. We're going for a big send, a bit of a lockup. Switch back there, but he's not going to have any run off the corner. Up at a P11, just need one more spot on Hulkenberg for points, but as well, P9 is available. The tires, not an issue now. We're going to make up a good chunk of time right here. And here we go, the final push on this final lap in the Hungarian Grand Prix. I'm not leaving here without points. Sebastian Vettel was able to overtake Alonso, win the race, and now here we are all over the back of Hulkenberg as we just try and time this properly. But I want P9 as well for my efforts, but let's wait and see what happens. We're gonna have to set him up right here through the right hander. Have to just be a little bit patient now, use the rest of the curves I have up the inside. Do we send it on Maldonado? We're not even gonna be close enough to send it, but we get into the points. I think that's gonna be it. We're not gonna get Maldonado unless we have an incredible penultimate corner. We are close, but maybe not quite close enough. No, it's going to be P10 here in the Hungarian Grand Prix. We rebound to one single point. This is some kind of motivational video or something. What a day in Hungary to turn things around. Obviously, still not good enough. We should have won this race. We were in control and we threw it all away, but we still rebounded to at least to get a single point, which is going to be big over Lewis Hamilton. We were, in fact, 5 wide, by the way, on lap 1. Look at that. That's incredible. We'll take a look at the finishing order, though. Sebastian Vettel over Alonso, Jensen Button on the podium, Raikkonen, and how about Adrian Suttle there, or Suttle? I keep getting grilled for saying that wrong. He gets P5, an extremely impressive day, as you can see. Hamilton Massa as well, with a DNF here in Hungary. Now we'll take a look at the standings. 10 points out as Hamilton's 4 points back. He loses the lead to Vettel, who picks up the win. Alonso 17 back. Right now, a 4-driver race about halfway through this season. What a race here in Hungary. That's 2 back-to-back incredible Grand Prix. Obviously, we're not thrilled with the result. That's going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a great day.